Hi, I'm Russ with Fit2Score, a Dallas-Fort Worth golf club fitting, golf club building business. I've been doing this now for over 15 years, and I have gone through a number of tools in that process. Now, on days when I am fitting, I'm not building, but on days when I'm building, I need to get 2, 3, 4 sets of clubs built. And so my shop has been upgraded to production grade tools, which you're going to see later in this video. What I'm going to show you now is this simple all-in-one tool. This wasn't available 15 or so years ago when I started in the business, but it is now. And there are several versions of this tool that you can see. Some of them will have taller belts. Some of them will have flap wheels off to the side over here. This is the simplest one. It's the least expensive one. If you're in a pro shop doing repairs, or you're starting up your own fitting business, or you're just doing this as a hobby in a home shop, this would be the tool that I highly recommend. So let's think about one other tool that you're going to use in any size shop, and that is safety equipment. Now, carbon fiber dust is not good for your lungs. And if you don't take my word for it, you can just go on the internet and Google it, and you will find extensive warnings about not breathing carbon fiber dust. Now, as we are in a COVID environment, we've got safety equipment generally available. You can pick this up at a local hardware store. You can get this at a local drugstore. You can even get these in your local supermarket. This is an N95 mask. N95 masks are industrial grade, and they keep carbon fiber dust from getting through this mask. So we want to be wearing an N95 mask whenever we are cutting or grinding or sanding. We want to keep that harmful stuff out of our lungs. The other thing we want to protect is something we're only born with two of and are unreplaceable, and that are your eyes. And so what we want are industrial grade safety glasses. Safety glasses with side shields, safety glasses that are rated, so that this isn't just an ordinary pair of sunglasses. This is industrial quality safety glasses. So once again, when I'm grinding, when I'm cutting, when I'm sanding, I'm wearing glasses to keep things from hitting me in the eyes. Now, you know, it's happened to me several times that I've had saw blades explode. I've had shaft tips come flying at me. Now, you know, those things shouldn't happen. They do. So just make sure that you've got a set of safety glasses. I actually keep mine. I have several sets of them laying around the shop. I keep them laying on the tool. So when I go to use a tool like this, the safety glasses are right there as a reminder to put them on. Okay, so let's walk around the front of this, and I'm going to show you how to use this tool, and you'll get an idea of what an all-purpose tool like this can do for you. Okay, so I'm in front of this all-in-one tool now. This is a simple all-purpose tool that you could use for repairs in a pro shop, or if you have a hobby bench at home, you'd be involved in this, or if you're just starting up a business, this is the tool for you. Now, it does several things. It cuts, it sands, and it can polish ferrules. So here's an old shaft. I'm going to take and put it in here. Now you see how I lift this and pull it out. Now typically I would have, this is an old shaft, so I'm going to just demonstrate on an old shaft. So I would put this out. Let's say I want to trim 2 inches off this, so I'm lined up here at the 2-inch mark. Here's my on and off switch, turned on. Now that I've cut the shaft, I need to sand the tip. So I'm going to go ahead and do my tip preparation right now. This is a very, very fine grip belt. This is a little bit heavier grip belt. So if I'm going to use a fine grip belt, it's already on. Turn the machine on. So if I wanted to do that quicker, I would put a heavier grit belt on here. Let me show you how easy it is to change belts on this tool. There's a lever here. I'm going to push down that lever, take the tension off the belt, and I'm going to slip the belt off the wheel on the bottom and work it away from the guard. Now I'm going to take my heavier grit belt and put it on here. The same way, I'm going to work it around the guard. Get it inside here. Take the pressure off of it and just work it around the belt. Spin the belt a little bit. Spin the wheel a little bit to make sure it's properly seated. And it looks like I'm good to go. There we are. So the other thing I can do with this tool is polish ferrules. I'm going to set this aside and I'm going to put on a linen belt. A linen belt is used for ferrule polishing. So once again, take the pressure off of it, work it off the wheel, work it off the guard, and get it away from the wheel and out of here. Here's a linen belt. This is a ferrule polishing belt. Straighten it out here. Work it inside. And spin it around the wheel. There we go. So we've got the belt changed. It's working. Okay, so now we're going to polish the ferrule on this. And when I say polish the ferrule, I'm talking about removing this edge around here between the hosel and the ferrule. So this is a ferrule polishing set of guides. I put the shaft in here and I need to bump this guide forward so that this is up against the belt. Now I don't want to get this very tight against the belt, so I don't want this too far. These short belt tools run at 38 RPMs, which is twice the speed of the long belt tools, and they will gouge a ferrule, and they will gouge a ferrule quickly. And if you gouge a ferrule at the end of the building process and you want to deliver a perfect golf club, you will be taking this club apart completely and starting over again. So we don't want to do that. So what we're going to do is make sure that we've just got a lightweight touch. Now I can adjust the touch by whether I'm on this side of the ring or on this side of the ring. See how I'm doing that? From there to there. Okay? So I'm going to turn this on and I'm going to start on this side so that I don't have a lot of pressure on the ferrule. And I'm going to work around it a little bit like that. And now I'm going to start moving to the other side, and you can see how I'm pulling material off that ferrule. And I'm going to keep working around and working around, and then maybe go backwards a little bit, and then get it off the belt and turn the tool off. So with these short belt high-speed tools, you have to be very, very careful about gouging this. So work slowly and take a couple passes. This isn't quite perfect here, so I'm going to take another pass at it. I'm going to start over here where I don't have any pressure. And then I'm going to work down around this ring until I'm building pressure. And I'm very, very carefully working around and then I work backwards and work my way off the ferrule, and there it is. I've done a much better job cleaning this ferrule up. Okay, so there it was. You saw me using this tool. It's a little bit tricky doing ferrules on one of these short belt tools. There is a version of this tool made by Golf Mechanics that has a long belt and runs slower. So, you've got a choice of this tool or the longer belt tool, but this is the tool you need to get started with. So let's move on to some of the shop tools that I use. As golf club builders and fitters, we need to understand the golf shafts we work with. The most comprehensive source for this knowledge is Golf Shaft Reviews. For a small annual fee, you'll have access to shaft stiffness, torque, weight, and balance data, and, most important, the EI bend profiles, the same bend profiles that are used by golf shaft engineers when they design and manufacture golf shafts. The measurements from my lab let you compare any shaft to any other shaft using the same measurement protocol. Golf Shaft Reviews also offers professional subscriptions that provide more detailed shaft data. If you want to understand golf shafts from the detailed perspective of a golf shaft engineer, take a look at Golf Shaft Reviews.